Welcome to Leizer Property Management, your local expert in U.S. real estate investing. In this video, you'll be provided with an overview of our top 2 investment locations in Florida and Arizona, both of which have proven to generate excellent returns for our investment portfolio. When you think of Florida, probably the first cities that come to mind are larger metropolitan areas that people often visit for vacations: Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, etc. And if you or I were planning a vacation, we would probably end up in one of these cities. However, a top vacation destination does not automatically correlate to a top investment location. In fact, we try to avoid investing in the most popular cities for several reasons. Firstly, prices for real estate in the larger and more popular cities are often significantly higher because of the higher demand, so you're not likely to find anything decent in the $350,000 to $400,000 range. And secondly, more popular destinations often have higher restrictions on rentals. For example, many condos that are for sale in Miami either prohibit owners from renting them out or put restrictions that could prevent you from generating a profit. One such example is a limitation on the minimum number of months you can lease to a tenant. The reason for these restrictions is often because there's a desire by the city or condo management to reduce tenant turnover so that locals can enjoy some stability, but also to discourage investor ownership so that the properties are better cared for, kept longer term, and reduce pricing volatility over the long term. Long story short, there are many factors that investors need to consider when researching a good investment area. First, let's discuss our top location for investments in Florida, Cape Coral, and give you a breakdown of what makes this city an attractive investment location. Cape Coral is located on the southwest coast of Florida, about a 2-hour drive west of Fort Lauderdale. It's about 45 minutes north of Naples, which is a gorgeous upscale city, and less than an hour from Sarasota. Cape Coral is not an island, but you can see on the map here that the Caloosahatchee River separates most of Cape Coral from Fort Myers, a major metropolitan area. And there are several bridges that lead to Cape Coral. The Caloosahatchee River flows right into the Gulf of Mexico, and a large percentage of the Cape Coral population travel to Fort Myers for work and prefer to live in a quieter community. So what do we particularly like about Cape Coral? Cape Coral is listed by Forbes as one of the top cities where home ownership has grown over the last 5 years, and one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. Cape Coral is also the 3rd largest city in Florida by landmass. Also, Cape Coral has seen a significant increase in jobs over the past 5 years. Analysts attribute such strong growth to the fact that the city is being more and more recognized and developed. Cape Coral is also a business-friendly city, so it's no surprise that it's attracting new businesses at a very rapid pace. Finally, as you can see on the photo here, the geographic landscape is very interesting and unique. The city has more than 400 miles of canals. That's more canals than Venice, Italy. And nearly a quarter of all homes are on a canal with incredible views. Many of these canals lead directly to open ocean and have boat access. This slide shows some photos of properties that we currently manage in Cape Coral, to give you a sense of what real estate in the region looks like. Now let's take a closer look at another top investment location, one in Arizona. When people think of Arizona, the cities that come to mind are probably Phoenix and Scottsdale. And as we mentioned earlier, prices in these areas are much higher, and the returns are not nearly as attractive. For these reasons, we've decided to head south to the city of Tucson and look for better opportunities there. As you can see in the photos, the mountain scenery is incredible, and the sunsets are breathtaking. Tucson is actually the 2nd largest city in Arizona behind Phoenix, and the climate is warm and stable. There are 350 days of sunshine per year. The main industries in the region are university, military, and healthcare, which are all very stable industries. Tech is growing in the region as well. The largest employers in Tucson are University of Arizona, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base and U.S. Army Intelligence Center, Raytheon Missile Systems and Bombardier Aerospace, Texas Instruments, IBM, and Honeywell Aerospace, Tucson Medical Center, Sanofi Aventis. There's also significant tourism in the city, with over 3.5 million people visiting annually. Here you can see some photos of the properties we manage in Tucson. Unlike in Florida, the construction in Tucson, which is mostly stucco homes, is very different than in Cape Coral, which are mostly concrete block construction. In 2002, the median listing home price in Tucson, Arizona was $365,000, trending up 17.8% year over year. Tucson is ranked as one of the top hottest housing markets for 2022, with sales volume forecast to grow by 14.2% and prices predicted to rise by 8% this year. For many reasons, Tucson is an attractive investment location. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.